Hi everyone, this training session here is going to be so useful to you, particularly if you struggle with owners that say, but the other agent is cheaper, or if you can match your management fee with the other agent down the road, or things of that nature there. So we're actually working out of today my book, The PM Fee Scripts Secret. So I've got over 50 fee objection responses in here. Anything you're probably ever going to get thrown by an owner, we've got it in this book. Now look, the book is free. All you've got to do is pay for shipping. All right, if you want a copy, just go to stopdiscountingfees.com. That's stopdiscountingfees.com. Otherwise, there will be a link that you can click on to get to that. All right, let's get started. So these scripts are straight out of the book. Now, firstly, you need to understand, and something that's probably going to really help you to get your head around this, and encourage you to, is a story that I've got on page 95, which is Secret 35, Script 19, which is We Fix Cheap Agent Service. So this actually is related to a story that I heard at a conference once from an MC by the name of Martin Grunstein. And he tells a story, and I'll just read it out to you. The story was about a hairdresser who'd been cutting hair for 20 years, offering $19 haircuts, and after 20 years, suddenly had a competitor start up down the road. After all those years, he's finally got a competitor, but the competitor is doing $6 haircuts. No doubt going cheap to try and steal his clientele so he can get some traction in his business. And that sounds like a lot of real estate agents out there, isn't it? They start off cheap thinking they're going to get the growth. All right. Now the hairdresser contemplated matching their fee, but realized this move would financially hurt him, though he could do it long enough to run the cheaper hairdresser out of town and out of business, because of course he's got deeper pockets and a bigger bank account than the start-up business who's probably starting out on next to nothing. All right, but so instead, he contemplated on it and he thought, no, financially it's going to hurt me. So instead he put up a sign in the window with We Fix $6 haircuts. All right, so I just want to encourage you there. All right, that does reflect that the other agent is cheaper for a reason. Okay, if they felt that they were as good as you, they'd be charging the same as you, but they're not. And so that story there simply reflects and illustrates that point. And if you want to use that story, go ahead. But let's have a look and turn to page 97. Okay, now we've got a number of scripts in this book. We're only just picking a few. So this one here is called The Heart Surgeon. It's on page 97, script number 20. And so again, if the owner asks, but the other agent is cheaper, well, Mr. Smith, would you ask your heart surgeon for a discount right before an operation? Well, likely not, as you'd fear that what they'd leave out of the process, of course. And we're unable to leave nothing out of our service offering too, as it's all crucial to the overall management process. And isn't that the truth? And that's why we must charge full fees. Now, we know what it costs our company to manage your property, and I'd be suspicious of any agency that tells you that they can offer the same service that we can, but for less. All right, so another good response there. So let's just go now to another one of my favorites here, and it's really the same principle that we're getting across, that, to charge, to deliver a full service, you've got to be charging a full fee. You can't just be taking a part of your fee out, and therefore you'll need to take a piece of your service out. And we know you can't. You've got to deliver the full service. So this is a script called The Full Pizza, one of my favorites. Mr. Smith, if we agreed and charged less, well, then you are also asking us to deliver less, meaning we would need to leave parts of our service out. And if you're really hungry and ordered your favorite pizza, I bet you'd be upset if some slices were missing when it was delivered. You'd likely complain or even perhaps leave a bad online review as well. And this rental property is likely your greatest investment asset. And for us to give you full service, we must deliver you the full pizza. That's why we need to charge our full fees. I mean, look, it's truth, isn't it? That if you were hungry, you ordered a pizza and the delivery driver delivered it, but got hungry along the way and took 2 slices out, you'd be pretty annoyed about it because you're expecting the full deal. The owner is expecting the full service. All right. And so therefore we've got to be able to charge full fees and not part fees. Okay. Now, Also keeping in mind that your competitors, they know exactly what your fees are. Very, very few agents are oblivious to what's going on in the market. They do know. They probably secret shopped you, and you've probably secret shopped them too. They know what your fees are. You know what their fees are. And despite them knowing that you charge more, they haven't matched your prices. They haven't increased their prices to yours. There's a key reason they haven't done that, because they don't believe they are as good as you. If they thought they were as good as you, they would be matching your fees. They are not. There's no such thing in the market anywhere really of someone that believes they're worth X. We should be charging X, but instead we'll charge less at Y. Everybody always charges at the maximum amount that they believe that they can, and there's a reason why they are not charging more. All right, and this is one of the fee laws we call law of the fee lid. You're subject to it. You are only charging the maximum of what you believe you can do, and if you felt that you would be charging more, you would be, but you're not. And the other rivals that you have all are the same as that under the law of the fee lid, which of course we cover in this book, along with 9 other fee laws as well. Okay, let's go to page 109. With that in mind, what I've just said, for script number 27, they cannot compete on our service. So this is a very liberating script that I want you to take home. All right, Mr. Smith, we are aware of the fees other agents are charging, but they know what our fees are too. And despite being aware of this, knowing that they cannot compete with us on our service to win your business, they have instead adjusted and discounted their fees down in line with what their service levels are. Otherwise, they'd be changing the same as us. They'd be charging the same as us, but they're not. And there's a reason for that, Mr. Smith, and you need to be aware of that. I'd be very, very careful going with a cheaper agent. Who knows what they know that they'll be leaving out of the process. All right, so just some really good scripts there. Again, get the book, go to Stop Discounting Fees, or just click on the link there. The book is free. We've paid for the printing. All you've got to do is pay for the shipping. Take care, everyone.